All right. First of all, I did not defame Uncle Femi Falana, and I will never, ever, ever defame Uncle Femi Falana. Uncle
When we actually watched that video of him, talking about Bobrisky, did he defame him? He only was shocked that he accepted such an amount, to help Bobrisky. And before the whole thing
Femi Falana
escalated. So
SAN is somebody that I respect 100%. Not because of his position as a SAN, but because of what he has used the position to do, representing the likes of me. The likes of me that speak against the ills of the society, abuse of power, abuse of influence, and also the bad dealings of the government. Uncle Falana have represented the likes of me and a lot of other activists. I am not an activist, however, but he has represented a lot of people that I personally know. Now, one other person that I represent that made me love him more is Fela Anikulapo Kuti. Fela Anikulapo Kuti is a role model to me, and I saw the way he spoke fearlessly, and I emulated everything. And I said, if I'll be on this earth, I will say it the way I feel it, and I will say it straight up. So imagine Uncle Femi Falana defending somebody like Fela. That means I extended the love to Uncle Femi Falana. Imagine somebody like Fela, Jesus Christ. I mean, Fela came and said Muhammadu Buhari is an animal, and Muhammadu Buhari was the head of state, and Uncle Femi Falana was his lawyer. How then will I defame him? I only reacted to the call Bobrisky made, which he put allegations that he Bobrisky was the one that alleged that Uncle Femi Falana and Falz connected Uncle Femi Falana and blah, 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 and 10 million naira. Do you understand? And what I said is, I choose not to believe that Uncle Femi Falana will be associated with that. And if I will be disappointed, I will be disappointed because of his position in the society and because I know what he represents. Now, I had an option of cutting that video at the part where he mentioned Falz. Do you understand? But I refuse to because I want an investigation on the matter.
I actually like the way he didn't, cut that part. Like he said, he had that option of removing them out of the question, but he, knowing who they are, I mean, knowing how powerful Falz's father is, Mr. Femi Falana is, he decided to speak about this. So I believe VeryDarkman knows what he's getting himself into.
I want a thorough investigation on the matter. Now, let me even tell you guys what is funny. I have another one to post, which I will post tomorrow, that is from a totally different person again. Do you understand? I want a deep investigation on this issue. The EFCC was named, the Controller General of Prison was named, and then Uncle Femi Falana and Falz the bad guy. Do you understand? A deep investigation will clear everything. And if Bobrisky is lying, he should face the law for using somebody as big as Uncle Femi Falana to do something like that. Now, again, imagine if that video did not come to me and an anonymous just posted it online. That video would have just spread and people would have believed. I'm even 100% happy that what is happening now is happening now. Do you understand? So the thing will just break, the whole table will break, and what happened will come out. So Uncle Femi Falana, I, Ose Martin Vincent, will never, ever, ever defame you. I will never, ever defame you, and I did not defame you. Thank you very much. I still love you. You are my daddy. Yes, you are my daddy. I love you 100%. Thank you very much. And what is even crazy is that on the top of my head, Uncle Femi Falana is an emergency contact. How did I even forget this? Yes, it's an emergency contact. Because to be very honest, I did talk. And to be honest, if person bad, even if the person get position, I did talk. So I don't talk before. Say the day where we say one kind big person will get influence will come home me. Now Uncle Femi Falana go represent me. So why would I defame Uncle Femi Falana? Please go back to my video, people. Thank you very much. I love and respect you, Uncle Femi Falana. Thank you very much. Peace.
Wow. So guys, what do you think about, his statement about Uncle Femi Falana? I mean, VeryDarkman knew what he was getting himself into before he decided to talk about him. Let me know in the comment section, if you're joining us, what do you think about this? For him apologizing on social media. And if I remember correctly, Falz is the one who has, written a cease and desist letter, not his father yet, but I believe, his father is going to react soon. So what do you think about this apology, this open apology? Didn't VeryDarkman know that this, bringing Falz and his dad into this whole case is going to, be a big problem? Do you think he knew that this was going to happen? And what do you think of his apology? Is this an apology, or is this just, giving someone their due respect? Let me know what you think in the comment section about this. And guys, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you're enjoying this video. That will help us, that will help the channel to reach a wider audience, and the more the merrier. So please, guys, hit the like button, please. And then Falz the bad guy also has reacted. As we know, he has written a cease and desist letter, and VeryDarkman has read the letter and replied as well. And this is what he had to say. So he has also replied, Falz the bad guy, about it. And let's see his own point of view as well on how Falz, took that whole expose he did yesterday. And this is what he had to say.
So in respect to what Falz the bad guy posted, a letter that says I should retract my statement and I should apologize for defaming him. First of all,
before we carry on, guys, sorry, Sylvester, I just want to read out a comment here. He says, Sylvester Orunwenze, I hope I pronounced that right. He says, Bobrisky is why Naira is falling and the cost of fuel. Yeah, we know Bobrisky is not the cost of everything. With Nigeria, one thing is like, when a house is burning, we are always good at leaving the house and chasing the mouse. That's how I would put it. But then a case like this also is important. The thing is, like, a lot of people choose their race, what they are going to fight for. And as we know, VeryDarkman, this is his field. You see, the people who are supposed to be fighting corruption, they're all quiet. And do you want to take up the case then? I mean, do you want to take up that battle of, talking about the government and all that? You're welcome. And, people will support you once you're making sense. So everyone have their battle. And VeryDarkman, we have all seen over the past few months the kind of battle he chases. He fight for the poor, for the layman, for people who can't really fight themselves. Like, we also have this started. He said this person whom Bobrisky was owing 4 million came to him, crying, explain what happened, and asked him to help him recover his 4 million naira. And this was when he took over. And then he came out, made a video, told Bobrisky to pay up, or else, gave him 24 hours. And this is how VeryDarkman works. So everyone have their own race. And this is VeryDarkman's race. And people who are supposed to be, fighting corruption and helping with fuel price, they are not saying much. And we all know how it works. When they say something, Nigerian government doesn't take that easy, so they fight you. So we need more people to start speaking out, and this is the way it starts. The more people talk, the more something is done. Like something like this now in Yaya Bello's case, because VeryDarkman has exposed this. So I believe this won't happen again, where they'll give Yaya Bello a hotel next to Kirikiri to go and chill for 6 months or for 1 year, just like Bobrisky. Now this kind of thing won't happen again. And this is why it doesn't matter which parts, any person who believe they are helping the country comes from. Everyone have to come from an angle. So VeryDarkman's angle of questioning, of bringing this whole Bobrisky story to light is still very important. It's like, what's that saying? When different people come together and the things, you could make a tornado, or things happen. So this is one of them. And the only answer to this is, like, we need more people to start speaking out, especially in this day of social media. All you need to do, stay in your own corner, put on your camera and talk about things you're very familiar with. And that's it. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with what Falz said about what VeryDarkman said about VeryDarkman's response to Falz's written statement.
Before Falz posted that, Seun Kuti called me and he said, VeryDarkman, I just finished speaking with Falz the bad guy. I want you to call him. I'll send you his number. I want you to call him so that you guys can talk. And I said, Egbon, I don't want to talk to Falz. Then he said, no.
You're absolutely right, Miss Susan AIG. So yeah, VeryDarkman did not involve Falz and his father. He was playing the audio. Yes, you said, anyway, let me read your comment first. You said VDM did not involve Falz and his father. It was Bob who said the name Falz and his father. They should sue Bob and look for who gave the tape to VDM. Exactly. And that's what they should be doing. But as we can see, based on the written statements on Cease and Desist, they're not probing the main issue. They're only telling VeryDarkman to keep quiet just because he has a platform and just because he is the person a lot of people are listening to right now. So yeah, that's right. And it baffles me how they are not going to Bobrisky. I'm sure they might be behind the cameras, but as we know, they're not really, questioning Bobrisky. Why did he get them involved and why is he talking? All right, then let's carry on.
You need to hear what he wants to say, And then I sent Falz a message. We got on a call, and then when we got on a call, then he said he wasn't happy. Then I said, how far? Then he started talking, I said, he said he started talking about defamation, that he wasn't happy. Then I said, Falz, I thought you're calling me to tell me your own side of the story so that I will know what's up, but I don't understand what's going on now. So at a point in the conversation, I felt like Falz was recording me, and then I said, Falz, I feel like you're recording me. I feel like you're trying to get evidence for me or trying to make me say something so that you can hold me by my wrist, And then when I said it, he could not defend that, Then he went on saying things like, since you know me on social media or my family, have you ever heard anything negative about myself or my father? I said, I have never heard anything negative about your father, Femi Falani. However, you yourself have heard something negative about you. Then he said, what have you heard about me? Then I said, my bro, it is for my own consumption and not for me to tell you, So it was almost as if he was trying to pick my brain to know what I know and the length of things that I know. Well, anyways, that's by the way. Then the whole conversation ended up with me telling Falz that, thank God you are a lawyer, so you will not need to pay a lawyer to stand for you in court. But as for me, I did not defame you, and I'm standing that I did not defame you. So I will see you in court. That's number one. Number two, I did not read what Falz posted until later. And then when I read what Falz posted, I said, wait a minute. Bobrisky is saying that the voice call was fake. And now Falz is confirming that Bobrisky, they actually had a call. Do you understand? The only difference is that he's saying that Bobrisky was the one that called him, while Bobrisky is saying that it's Falz that called him. Falz is saying Bobrisky has him for 3 million. Bobrisky is saying that Falz said he should pay a lawyer with his father 10 million naira. Do you understand? Now, what I expect Falz to do, instead of addressing that letter to me, I expected you to address that letter to Bobrisky, requesting that he should clear your name off that voice call, and he should clear Uncle Falana's name off that call, not you coming for me. Do you understand? I wasn't the one in the record. Do you understand? My reason for posting that is to expose corruption. The corruption that states that Bobrisky used his mouth to say that instead of taking him to prison, that they took him to a private lodge. That EFCC collected 15 million naira from him to drop an allegation and to drop a charges that said he laundered money. Do you understand? And inside all this thing is calling your name, and you are sending a letter to me. I would expect you to send that letter to Bobrisky. Do you understand? To be very honest, I did not defame Falz and Uncle Femi Falani. Now, that's on the side. Now, as it stands like this, I am standing my ground to say, I still want to know what went down. Because going back to everything now, I saw there's a picture of Bobrisky online where he carried luggage. You dey go prison, you carry luggage. Secondly, who gave Bobrisky a phone to make call inside prison? Because they don't lock me up before. They remand me for Kuje prison now. I know say if you want make call to your family, it go take you a process of telling one of the prison wardens to say you won't make call. They'll bring you outside. They'll give you a phone. If you remember the number, fine and good. If you don't remember the number, turn you sabi. Then you can now call the person you want to call. So how did Bobrisky get a phone to call Falz and he's requesting that Falz will give him 3 million? Again, another question is this. Which officer charged Bobrisky 3 million for VIP cell? We need to know. Do you understand? We need to know which officer charged Bobrisky 3 million. Because when they get all these amounts for, say they'll collect 10 million, may they clear a name from the crime where he commits by a presidential pardon. You understand? So, my dear brother Falz, I did not defame you, and I will expect you to channel this energy to Bobrisky that called your name in that recording. And as for Bobrisky, like I said, I will post another recording from a totally different person entirely. Mind you, the first video I posted, I did not even post it complete. There are other side of the video. But I will post another one again today. I will post another one again today. I'll post another one again today, confirming that this guy, man, through no go prison. So is it that prison is for us, where we don't get people? Is prison for us, the poor masses? Is prison for us, the people that don't have connection? Who is this Bobrisky's godfather that also influence the clearing of his charges, his money laundering charges? So that is my question. Do you understand? It's pretty simple. I want to know what really happened, and I believe a lot of Nigerians want to know. That being said, some Nigerians, I see comments like, is Bobrisky the problem of the country? No, Bobrisky is not the problem of the country. However, the stories and the corruption surrounding Bobrisky is part of the problem of Nigeria. Do you understand? Now, just imagine if it was a whistleblower that said the thing about the money laundering. You understand? And tomorrow now you can't release the person, or you go put down for one lodge. That person where you put for lodge now can't orchestrate, can't plan the buying of the person where do whistleblowing. Do you understand? They cannot investigate the person that is inside prison again now. They go say, this one they prison. That means another person do them. They don't know say the person they outside. This thing is very deep, but you all don't understand. It's not about Bobrisky, it's about the corruption. Tomorrow now you go carry your Abelu. Do you understand? So what if Abelo pays and drop his charges and we think he's in prison? So how do you imprison politicians when they do wrong if the normal average people are paying to remove charges and are paying to stay in an apartment instead of a prison? Nigerians will not get to that brain. Anyways, you all better don't play, else you're gonna learn, and you will learn the hard way. Peace.
And yeah, and there you have it. And he is absolutely right. You know, this is not about Bobrisky. This is about corruption, you know, in Nigeria. And you have to start from somewhere. Now that this has been addressed, you know, hopefully it won't happen again with someone like Yaya Bello, who EFCC is currently looking for, you know. Apparently, human rights activist Mr. Falana, he did react actually, and he said that he doesn't have any dealings with Bobrisky. You know, he denied having any conversation with Bobrisky or even having any dealings with him. So this is part of the statement that was published from the Falana and Falana chambers, you know, the solicitors, in the statement they published earlier, which did say, told VeryDarkman to cease and desist from the whole incident and things like that, demanding a withdrawal and retraction of the defamatory statement against Mr. Femi Falani SAN. So yeah, he did explain there that he doesn't know Bobrisky, he didn't have any conversation with Bobrisky. But do you see how corrupt this whole thing is? You know, according to VeryDarkman, it was Bobrisky that Falz, the bad guy, said, oh no, it was Bobrisky that contacted him and said, oh, help. And then while he, in Bobrisky's audio, he said, oh, you know, Falz, the bad guy, reached out to him and said, oh, he know how they could help. So do you see how this whole thing is going? Everyone is playing the blame game and no one is accepting responsibility and all that. And for someone like Falz, the bad guy, you know, getting involved in all these things, We all know years back when he was, being the man of the people, talking. And after that 2020 NSAS incident, I noticed that was when he started, paying less attention to anything about Nigeria. I think that was when he gave up, because he was very passionate about Nigeria and fixing Nigeria before. I suppose it's one of those cases of like, if you can't beat them, you join them. And then with Falz, Bobrisky is a popular person in the industry, so a lot of people know him. And I don't know what kind of relationship he had with Bobrisky, that he would contact Bobrisky and say, "Oh, I'm going to help you," But then it's like business as well for Falz, the bad guy, and the Falana Chambers. When a celebrity is in trouble, I believe they will reach out, because they want to make money. People need to make their money anyway. But for them to come out and deny that they didn't have any communication, anything with Bobrisky, that is now interesting. That is very interesting. And this is why the EFCC, I hope they're going to finally do their job here, because this is where they're really needed. This is where they're really needed now. And instead of inviting VeryDarkman, to their office, why not start the investigation, just like VeryDarkman said as well. Like, why not start the investigation and find out the truth? Anyway, moving on. And then, what do you think about VeryDarkman's reaction to all this, especially with Falz the bad guy and Bobrisky? What do you think of his reaction? Is he spitting facts? Is he saying the right thing? Or do you think, do you have a question for him that we should put out? Do you think he's there are things he should have done that he did not do? So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And then we have Miss Susan again said, "Oh, so sad, some people are judging with emotion instead of finding a way to help make Nigeria a better place by eradicating criminal acts." Exactly. Fatherism is an incurable disease in Nigeria. Lord help Nigeria mentally. Exactly. That whole thing. Everyone has, one daddy, one father there, who is helping. And who is this Bobrisky's godfather? Bobrisky is so bold about this godfather of his, he was part of the list of people who gave, I think that godfather gave 10 million. Yeah, according to Bobrisky. From that list he published, where he listed people like Don Jazzy and other people who helped him. That godfather was part of them. And then according to reports as well, Don Jazzy has unfollowed VeryDarkman, after this whole incident. This is interesting. People like Don Jazzy doesn't say much, and since this whole thing has been going on, it's quite interesting. It makes people wonder what kind of relationship does Don Jazzy have with Bobrisky. But then it's not Nigeria's problem anyway. But VeryDarkman, the way he approaches this is quite interesting. He really draws people's attention to all these kind of relationships. And this is why Falz the bad guy exploded as well, because the way he asks, "Oh, what kind of relationship do you have with Bobrisky?" People can be friends and help each other out. It doesn't mean there's something going on. But with the way things are going, I suppose if your conscience is clear, there's nothing to hide, so you don't have to worry about anything, right? So I believe that's the case there. Anyway, in the wake of this whole matter, a lot of people are speaking out, and someone who was once a sworn enemy of VeryDarkman shockingly came out to support VeryDarkman and saying that yes, Bobrisky contacted him and they had an interaction, and this guy literally turned on Bobrisky. Anyway, I'll let him. This video came out yesterday, and I'll let it play in case if you haven't seen it yet. This
never
is,
in prison.
guy who is becoming popular as well from his analysis on Instagram, on social media. So let's hear what he had to say. And this has also, I believe, has vindicated VeryDarkman with what he's saying. So let's hear what he had to say.
Bobrisky, the mummy of Lagos, was never in prison. Bobrisky was chilling in an apartment. And when Bobrisky was in that apartment, he was chatting with me. You all know that I never support Very Dark Black Man. But on this case, I am backing Very Dark Man up. Bobrisky was never in prison. As a matter of fact, you all know that I've been supporting Bobrisky. I defended him when Very Dark Black Man called him out as...
Oh yes, sorry. And this is Radio Guard. This new guy recently started talking about, things happening in Nigeria recently, just like Very Dark Man started a few years ago, and he's becoming popular. And this is what he had to say. Usually he's like, whenever Very Dark Man bring up an issue, he opposes it. But this time around, he's supporting Very Dark Man. And this is a very big shock.
Bobrisky, the mummy of Lagos, was never in prison. Bobrisky was chilling in an apartment. And when Bobrisky was in that apartment, he was chatting with me. You all know that I never support Very Dark Black Man. But on this case, I am backing Very Dark Man up. Bobrisky was never in prison. As a matter of fact, you all know that I've been supporting Bobrisky. I defended him when Very Dark Black Man called him out as GAY, when Very Dark Black Man called him a transgender and older, I came out, I defended him because I do not like seeing people oppressed, irrespective of their sexuality. But you know what? Bobrisky is an ungrateful person. He doesn't keep to his words. Bobrisky never compensated me for everything I did for him on social media. I defended him a couple of times, and you guys know that. He's an ungrateful person, and I'm here with proof. He never ever went to prison. Check out the voice notes Bobrisky sent me when he was in an apartment, chilling like a villain.
Hi, good morning. How are you? See, I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. God bless you. I see everything you do. I see all your posts. People have been telling me, or this guy has been saying good things about you, has been posting you. Thank you so much. I'm fine. Like, I'm very fine. So don't be worried. Don't be stressed. I'm really fine. Don't worry. I'll tell you some things probably when I'm in position to explain to you better. I would explain everything to you, but I'm very fine. Like, I'm very fine. So I'm okay. I know people are scared. They're worried. Oh, Bobrisky's in the prison. Bobrisky is this. I'm very okay. I'm fine. Thank you so much. Thank you one more time for everything you've been doing. God bless you. It's so sad that I was asked not to post anything. If not, I would have reposted all your videos and I'll post everything. I appreciate you, but immediately when it is time for me to do that, that will be the first thing I'm gonna do. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
You're a star and nothing will stop your shine, trust me. All these people saying rubbish on the internet, they're not rich now.
Oh my God, Bobrisky, like the guy, he loved being showered praises. All you need to do is praise Bobrisky on social media, and he would speak to you and everything. Just like just like fashion, beauty, and everything. Bobrisky would rather invest money on himself, looking good, wearing new outfits, than pay his bills or her bills. Like, it's unbelievable. So I'm not surprised that all these people, like anyone who show Bobrisky a little affection, she will contact them and speak to them and all that. Like, oh my God, I hope, this is unbelievable. I hope this whole thing playing out now, I hope she's learning her lesson. Like, can you believe Bobrisky was responding from the alleged Kirikiri prison when she was speaking to this guy?
They're not rich, they're just all like
when she was speaking to Radio Guard. So this is unbelievable. But oh well, it's playing out now. Maybe this is how it's meant to be, so that we can all see.
and blabbing. blabbing, internet warriors, keypad warriors. Keep living, keep doing your thing. God got you. I'm happy you are fine. That's the voice of Bobrisky and myself conversing in a voice note. Bobrisky said to me that I shouldn't worry, that a lot of people are thinking he's in prison, but he's not. Bobrisky never ever went to prison. Him coming out to say that VeryDarkman lied and saying that the voice in that voice note VeryDarkman played wasn't his. It's a big joke. That was Bobrisky speaking to someone. You can also compare that voice note played by VeryDarkman and this voice note I played, and you would tell that it was Bobrisky. Bobrisky was never ever in prison. And trust me, Bobrisky took that 4 million naira from that guy and didn't want to refund him because Bobrisky does not keep to his words. Bobrisky was meant to compensate me for defending him online, but he never did. That's to
And also, with this guy, Bobrisky was owing 4 million naira. We also, when Bobrisky came out, instead of paying up his debts, he was busy, having fun on social media, putting on different outfits back to back, looking great, being a mermaid, transforming to a mermaid or whatnot. And he was owing a lot of people. I believe this is one of the things that pissed that guy off, seeing everything Bobrisky was doing on social media. And yes, she couldn't pay her bills, pay people, pay her debts and things like that. So I mean, this would piss me off if someone I borrowed money is on social media and doing the most. Of course this will. And I believe this is what that triggered that guy, because if Bobrisky wasn't showing off and then told the guy like, oh, don't worry, I'm going to pay you later on, I mean, I'm sure the guy wouldn't have mind. And then Bobrisky coming out to publish up to 100 million that a lot of people donated, that's triggering. So this guy must have seen all this. And for Bobrisky not to pay, because for someone who was gifted up to 100,000 and you can't pay up to 100 million, what am I saying, thousand? Up to 100 million, and you can't pay 4 million debt that you're owing, like, what kind of a person is that, right? Like, this is unbelievable. But it feels like Bobrisky deserves what is happening to him right now, even though he's crying wolf right now. But he could have seen all this coming and he could have prevented all this. What do you think?
Show you that Bobrisky never ever keeps to his words. Bobrisky is a manipulator. Bobrisky is not a sincere person. And if you ever want to do business with Bobrisky, be careful, because he is not reliable. I've got another evidence of Bobrisky being in an apartment, and I'm going to play it now with the chats he sent to me that period as well. Check it out, guys. That's Bobrisky chilling in an apartment when we thought he was in prison. That was why he came out with so many pictures, because basically he was just there chilling and going to the studio to take pictures to pepper us when he comes out. But he was never in prison. That was why Bobrisky had a lot of pictures to post when he came out.
Oh my God, you know that I haven't watched this video yet? Like, what? Yesterday people were like, oh, where is the evidence, right? Where is the evidence that Bobrisky was chilling in a house? This is the evidence. Can you see where he was staying? This is the evidence. This is where Bobrisky was staying. Like, oh my God. Like, the fact that he was doing video and sending to strangers online who he told his stories, and they kind of, marinated with him, cried and spoke. I'm sure he doesn't know who this guy is. The fact that he was sharing all this with people he didn't know, that is insane. Like, people are asking, where is the evidence? Evidence is right here. Oh my goodness.
He was just there chilling and going to the studio to take pictures to pepper us when he comes out. But he was never in prison. That was why Bobrisky had a lot of pictures to post when he came out. Bobrisky had 15 million naira to spend on cake. He spent a lot of money on doing his party when he came out, but he never kept to his words. He never compensated me. That shows he is not a reliable person. Bobrisky was
I mean, this guy is even talking about being paid for supporting him. Like, well, why wouldn't he expect that if Bobrisky is buying a 20 million cake for his birthday and showing off on social media? Of course, this guy will expect to be paid. Like, why wouldn't he anyway? A lot of people are saying, oh, he shouldn't expect to be paid for defending Bobrisky, but he should, based on Bobrisky's activities on social media. One thing I know about Bobrisky is like Bobrisky really loves himself. I mean, Mommy of Lagos is ready to spend on herself, looking good and everything, and that's all that matters to her. Everything else doesn't matter.
chilling in an apartment. He never ever went to prison. I
And this
applaud
is the
Very Dark
apartment.
Black
This
Man
is it.
for
There's
uncovering
evidence
this,
everywhere.
and I am backing him up on this. I'm saying it categorically that Bobrisky never went to prison. I'm an OG, that's why I'm saying this to you. And I can't keep repeating myself.
Hey, Bobrisky. Bobrisky has, now I know why he's depressed and why he left a disturbing message on his social media. Oh, Bobrisky, like seeing all this video popping up and seeing that, you know, people are talking about him this way. Of course, why wouldn't he feel like ending it all? And I mean, we all know Bobrisky like to chase clout, but when people, you know, do things like this or started reacting like this, then there's no reason not to take them seriously. Anyway, this morning or not too long ago, Bobrisky deleted his Instagram page or unpublished it or something like that, and then I don't know what's going on his page right now. You know, deleted all the pictures on there, all the beautiful new pictures he posted and everything, and then this is what he posted. And Bobrisky said, I have never in my life thought about, you know, ending it all in my life, but now it's coming to my head, seeing what human beings are doing to your fellow human beings is just in the name you wanted to bring them down. Just because you want to bring people down, you know, people are doing all this sort, like someone like this guy, Radio Guard, whom he trusted and, you know, confirmed in, and, you know, at the end of the day, the guy is coming now publishing videos of Bobrisky chilling in an apartment. I mean, that's heartbreaking. Anyway, let's read what he said. Just in the name, just they want to bring you down by force or because you don't like them. I don't need no sympathy from anyone. People I might have need sympathy from my late parents, but who will fight for me? But who will fight for me, friends? No, Bobrisky and his English, sometimes I can't read. Anyway, but yeah, Bobrisky is like, I don't know if this is for pity or because he has been exposed miserably and he knows that if, you know, things, if he's not careful, it might go back to Kirikiri and eventually spend time in Kirikiri this time. So Bobrisky, this is so heartbreaking, you know. And the whole thing is not stopping. It's getting more crazier and crazier. Yeah, this is what Bobrisky's Instagram page looks like. He's been posting all the exposés. And before we come back to this, his former friend, you know, Princess of Africa, was confronted. Remember one time he said he visited Bobrisky in prison. And yeah, we all remember when he went to visit and this whole thing went viral. So people are questioning Princess of Africa, aka James Brown, you know, like, did he lie? So it looks like Bobrisky didn't see, I mean, James Brown didn't even see Bobrisky, and yet he came out to say he went to Kirikiri. That was really bad. So he has been confronted. He was on TikTok, you know, doing his thing, and he was confronted and asked a question about it. And this is what
you are live for people say you go meet person for Kirikiri. I'm a little there. Whoa. I finished. But I
Everyone is
love you so
collective.
much. Ah, come on. Go and serve
Look at
your
him,
coffee,
he
boys.
can't do
I beg.
anything.
Go and serve am. Go serve am.
Which
Come here. You are not pussy bag. You are pussy. You dey
Nothing is
hide.
happening now. Nothing is happening.
No, see, I see your name on the blogger people. They say,
Oh normal now. Oh normal. Oh normal.
oh,
Oh
no,
normal.
man. Why come they live or say person take kiwi? I know they there.
Did I say anything? Did I lie?
You say you go and meet some for kiwi that time.
I did not lie now.
Go and
But he's
explain.
not accepting.
Show me. I don't want. Come meet them. What's me? By me, oh. God bless you. God bless you.
This
Miriam.
guy Pella,
For
he's
you,
very
Jare.
funny.
I be police. Hey, go police station. Clear.
Go police station and clear your name, right? Oh my gosh. And oh yeah, and this guy Radio Guard, he did go to Daddy Freeze to talk more about the whole issue, and he said he had videos and everything,
Do you understand? No
and
matter
this
your
is what he had
ex
to
orientation,
say.
nobody should judge you for that. You know,
For this guy, Radio Guard, I mean, this is a good time to get famous, right? So he's trying to, become more famous.
he reached out to me. He was like, "Oh, that he appreciates."
No more side view. He's literally showing his real face this time. And yeah, why not? It's his time to shine and using Bobrisky's name. So yeah.
Everything, blah 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 blah. We started talking, but not intimately.
Intimately.
No, but not intimately because a lot of
You
people
were your
on social.
tell them say your wife just
Yeah.
born so that they go know.
So I get
Please let him speak for
daughter.
himself, okay?
You know, but
You
not
can't tell him
intimately.
if he
So,
has a
but
wife or not.
you know, he was reaching out to me saying thank you and that blah 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 blah. But not be thank you, I go chop. A lot of people are calling me GAY because of you, and I not be GAY.
Hey, they say
understand?
they say again.
No, for you, then they call me. What's it? They don't call me
They
for
say your
this.
Christian name is Gabriel. Oh no!
I don't chop insult from people. Say, why am I supporting Bobrisky on social media? And what I expected, if I was Bobrisky, if I was in his shoes, bro, I don't really need money like that. I dey abroad, I dey work. What I expected.
If you're coming in now, please try to hit the like button, please. Support us with your likes and comments if you can. And that will help this video to go more, go wider so that more people can view and also come to our channel. If you like to support us, you can become a subscribing member or a supporter as well. So please do support us because we really need it. The team really needs it. Thank you.
Bobrisky to be doing is showing me love, promoting my brand. And I don't have to ask him. It be like say you don't do work. You go come they ask, make they pay you for work where you don't do, or make they reward you. I don't feel enter in DM and tell them say I beg, promote me now, post my video. I can't be doing that with Bobrisky. Maybe like say they beg him for what.
Wait, this guy want Bobrisky to promote him just because he's defending him on social media. You have to decide, are you like a content creator or a celebrity? You can't just expect a celebrity to promote you just because you're defending them. Like, anyway, everyone everyone have their own motive in this life. So I believe he wants to become famous through that way. So, oh well.
I deserve. Do you understand? So,
and this is why he's throwing Bobrisky under the bus right now, just because Bobrisky never paid him or never promoted him, you see? So I hope a lot of celebrities are learning from this. Sometimes when people come into your life for a few months, love bomb you and everything, you don't just open up and give them everything. Everyone who comes into your life, especially as a celebrity, they have a motive. This is a good example of it. So I hope our other celebrities are learning from this. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you agree with me?
and the defend person, and the person why they defend knows how they defend them. He go come tell me, say, bro, I see all the work you're doing. As a matter of fact, everybody's against me, but you are the one who's always supporting me. I appreciate. Thank you, God. You're gonna use sexy voice for me. Now your sexy voice, I go chop. And the Anambra boy, I really chop sexy voice. Do you understand?
What part of Anambra are you from?
I'm from Nobi. I love money.
Not far from Oka.
I love money. Do you understand? You know, if it's okay, as you day abroad, collect 4 million, collect 5 million. Even when I change am here, no be anything, no be money in be. That's if you don't want to promote me on your page for some reason. Do you understand? Then I reached out to him this morning. I'm like, what's up? What's going on? You said when you were allegedly in prison, you were never in prison to start with. You were in an apartment. You reached out.
How do you know this? How do you know this? I'm
this
not
because
there.
because if they send me videos only there inside there. I don't he go send me video. Once if they send me I posted
Oh my God.
all this in my video.
Off that mic. I'm obey. Ha!
You understand? I tell him, say, Bob, I think so no be prison he's supposed
And
to
you
be.
are
What he dey do
watching,
inside
and he's
apartment?
watching.
Tell him
No.
say that he's in a good place, he's chilling, blah blah
The
blah.
mic, off the mic. Let's talk about other
Yeah.
things now before I enter
Yeah.
trouble. You know, say you did there, me I did here.
Well-
Oh my
To
God.
carry you go strong. These are very, very strong allegations. Oh.
Yeah, so basically, what if they do Bob now, like greediness? You say you spend 15 million naira for cake. You they show us luxury for Instagram, they show us your house, they show us everything. But person when they say in the support you, when they say in name self don't go down. I've lost followers because of Bobrisky.
Wow.
From 500k followers, I can't the it does 490 I can't day. Now today when I talk about that now followers can't they come. Nobody, you know, Nigeria is a country where they kick against what in Bob they do. What in Bob they do. Like for where are they now? Nobody said you even see two men they kiss for road. The society accepts it. Do you understand? But Nigeria does not accept such. Because see grown man will get there, will come and they support you. When they say I know they beg you for money, like this what I do now, money don't be my problem. But at least use your brain now. Because if you are good, they're not gonna make you not go get brain because if you are good. You're supposed to get brain, not say, this bros don't try. Bros. Collect this one, nobody. Even if you don't want to give me that one, what did I go do to support this guy brand now? What did I go do? You go because now all of us, you wait there that they freeze, you don't hustle for Instagram. All of us they hustle.
Baba now hustle at the hustle bills.
If you know the hustle, you don't go there this live video with me now. Now hustle all of us there.
Let nobody confuse it. In as much as I love the truth, the
Oh wow, like everyone is, saying their own. Like this guy, his own is like Bobrisky didn't appreciate him. And for him, seeing how Bobrisky is flaunting, his life on social media, Mercedes cake. It was 15 million, it was 20 million, rocking 3 outfits for his birthday. We all know how Bobrisky celebrated his 33rd birthday, not too long ago, and Bobrisky shut down Lagos and all that. So all those showing off, you might think, oh, it's only on your page, but people are really seeing these things and they're reacting. So another person that has actually spoken and reacted to this whole Bobrisky thing is Blessing CEO. Blessing CEO, who has been MIA for a while. She finally came out and she has some really important points that she raised about this whole issue. You know what? I'll play her video and let her say what she had to say because she's very outspoken and know how to talk. And if Bobrisky know what he's doing, he needs to listen to people and listen to the reactions both celebrities and other people are giving. Let's hear what Blessing CEO had to say.
In that apartment, he was chatting with me. You all know.
So Blessing CEO saw this video about this guy exposing Bobrisky and, for him explaining why he is exposing Bobrisky as well. And this is why she's playing this video.
That I never support VeryDarkman. But on this case, I am backing VeryDarkman up. Bobrisky.
Blessing CEO wants Bobrisky to learn how to shut up. Of course, because he was doing the most. Maybe it's because he was, somewhere. Bobrisky was really doing the most this time.
Was never in prison. As a matter of fact, you all know that I've been supporting Bobrisky. I defended him when VeryDarkman called him out as GAY. When VeryDarkman called him a transgender and older, I came out I defended him because I do not like seeing people oppressed, irrespective of their sexuality. But you know,
All right.
So don't be worried. Don't be.
Because we've watched the video before, so I'm going to forward it a bit because I want to hear what Blessing CEO had to say about this whole issue.
Or this guy has been saying good things about you, has been posting you.
And Bobrisky called this guy from, his kirikiri or detention. That was when he gave this guy a call and started explaining where he was and started showing videos and all that. You see?
Thank you so much. I'm fine. Like, I'm very, very fine. So don't be worried. Don't be stressed. I'm really fine. Don't worry.
Because
I'll
you
tell
are
you
not
something
stressed. You're
probably
chilling, right?
when I'm in position to explain.
Bob, can't you shut up? Bobrisky, can't you zip your mouth? I went to prison, but I refuse to give anybody details about my prison record. I was very conscious not even to video myself when I came out of prison. What I did was I just put out the camera. They had wheel. Blessing is out. I was conscious. What I used to announce my comeback was an old picture. Till today, Blessing, come and share your prison experience. I will laugh. A lot of people have been saying, Blessing, put mouth for this matter, put mouth for this matter. I'm not here to drag anybody to know whether it is true or whether it is not true. I am just upset. A lot of people get to say Bobrisky didn't go to prison, he was chilling in an apartment, whatever. A voice note surfaced where Bobrisky was saying plenty things. Somebody
More than plenty.
Charges, EFCC collect 15 million. I no go prison. I was chilling in an apartment. For me, I know that Bobrisky tells lies. It's part of controversy. It's part of the media. It's part of being a celeb. Bobrisky lies. Lots of stories are fabricated. And even if there's a little bit of truth in what Bobrisky says, most of them are fictions and imagination and sweetened. So for me, I take everything people say on the internet with a pinch of salt.
I do actually agree with this. We all know Bobrisky loves to show off and exaggerate everything, even that whole 15 million, 20 million cake and all that. I don't know if he has paid for that one even. But yeah, Bobrisky does exaggerate and people know he does. But why do it as well? Because it's not favoring him. It's only getting him into more trouble, right? So I hope Bobrisky has learned from this as well because he does exaggerate too much. What do you think? Also, let me know what you think in the comment section.
So long as there is no video evidence, nobody saw Bobrisky. Bobrisky was not videoed in an apartment. Bobrisky can lie. We know that. Bobrisky fabricates, Bobrisky exaggerates. Now the mommy of Lagos. So for me, I don't care. You understand? Because I have not seen any visual evidence. Now just cho. And Bob the cap normally. We know. This video is not to drag Bob or to drag the other Oloriburuku. No. But I'm just saying, just because somebody said something in a record, doesn't make it true.
Yes, okay.
After all, Bobrisky did video. You people doubted Bobrisky's cake. You put doubt a lot of things about Bobrisky that he has said. You put doubted Bobrisky G-Wagon. Bobrisky came out and said a couple of people donated money for him. I passed that post because a lot of things were exaggerated. You can give Bobrisky 200,000. Bobrisky says 3 million. As a celebrity, it's also elevating your statue. People can actually send me 1 million and say, oh, Blessing. Say it's 2 million. Yes. Somebody can dash me 500K and come out and say, Blessing, say it's 5 million. Yes. A lot of celebrities do this stuff. So for me, I'm not interested in that part because Bob the cap. So whatever they said in the voice notes, Bob the cap. There was no video recording where he was actually chilling in an apartment. And there's something I actually want to say. You can actually be in prison and be fresh. There is a perception about prison. It is a correctional center. Nobody is going to sentence you. When you go to prison, they want to work on your mind. They want you to have some sort of sober reflection. Nobody is going there to maltreat you. So you can actually be in prison and be fresh. People in prison are not dying. Every part of the society, they must always have VIPs. Make money. There will always be VIPs. There will always be important people. Where do your governors go to when they go to prison? Where do they keep them? All those prominent people that enter prison and all those your Yahoo boys, where do you think that they stay? Do they used to die when they come out? No. Radio Guard is talking about phone call. That, okay, because Bobrisky chatted you while he was in prison, that means you can have access to your phone in prison. When you go to prison, you submit your phone. There are sometimes you might want to do transfer. Remember I said, we have important citizens in the society. Phones are not allowed in the prisons, but you can access. Not in Nigeria we dey. Bribery and corruption there everywhere. Even for normal broad daylight, it can't be place where they closed up, where everybody they find osusu. So you can always have access to your phone and say, okay, I want to do transfer. You feel no based on 1 or 2 word rest, we go just give you access. You feel just sit down there, reply 1 or 2 message. It happen. So to me, because I have been to prison, I can vividly tell you, say, Bob, the cap. I went to prison and I saw prominent people. They did not shrink. When I was in prison, Whitey was in the prison. Her color was popping. Once acne, no day for Whitey face. I started asking, how do you maintain beauty here and maintain steez? You live your normal life in prison. The only thing is that you are restricted. You don't have freedom to movement, like to go out. Everything happens in prison. Prison is a world of its own. I call it boarding school. And for boarding school, they get senior students, they get junior students. It happens for everywhere. Even PDD where they for prison. Do you think that's where they kept PDD? He's a prominent person. They will protect him. They will give him 7 square meal. Make sure he does not hurt himself and he does not die. He's going to be comfortable wherever he is. Even kidnappers, if kidnappers kidnap you as prominent person, they're not going to give you better food. Before your people go pay the ransom. So for me, whoever Bobrisky called name, Bobrisky is actually denying that it's not his voice. Yadi, yadi, yadi. It's deniable because we now have AI. All these things can be twatted. And the failed prick seller that is going about, we already know that he doesn't like Bobrisky. How did you get that voice note? You invaded somebody's privacy. You hacked into somebody's phone. Anybody that can hack into somebody's phone and get people's private conversations with other people can also hack that conversation. You can edit voices. Even this trending, this thing we are still talking about PDD. They don't formulate song. Say not Justin Bieber sing them. Now AI. So yes, it can be twatted. Voice notes, I don't believe such. My own, I make I see and they play, they show. Give me dates. Make a video, show me the dates. Let us calculate that this video was made. iPhone, they get dates. So and so dates within the period Bobrisky was in prison. Anyone that person they talk, now cap. Bobrisky, they cap. I will also say it again. Bobrisky, learn to shut up. You send plenty people, learn to shut up. Learn to shut up. Ha! Some certain things are not even meant to be said on a phone conversation. Yes. Ha! Church no go pick people for wahala. Just learn to shut up.
Wow. Do you agree with Blessing CEO? Should Bobrisky, should stop talking and just zip it? Has he finally learned his lesson this time, or is he still going to carry on? According to a new report, the House of Representatives have launched an investigation into the bribery allegation against EFCC, and and their corruption, and they're going to be looking into it. Now, this is what it has come into. I mean, if VeryDarkman didn't speak about this, like we were saying earlier, this wouldn't have been looked into. Now, the country is taking this seriously, but we all know Nigeria. I hope they do something about it. And now it's become a very major issue. Like the whole trend, the thing exploded, everyone is talking about it, everyone is shocked. I remember when Bobrisky first went to prison, a lot of people were feeling so sorry for him, and now the whole thing has changed. People are reacting, and the government is finally looking into it. At least they've said they are looking into it. If nothing else, they are reacting and said they are looking into it. So that's good. That's good. They're looking into it. And then the EFCC have a lot to say here. I feel like the EFCC are not getting enough heat like they should. How could someone who is in charge of bribery and corruption, becomes corruption itself? We all know EFCC is corrupt anyway, but we didn't know how bad, and this has really exposed them. They need to start defending themselves and start bringing out all these officers who are collecting bribe left, right, and center. They need to, this is the time to do this. So I hope they finally look into this and bring all the people who are involved to books, like the EFCC boss. I'm not sure if he's aware of this case, but now that he has stepped in, I hope he's going to do something about it. And someone like Don Jazzy haven't said anything yet, apart from unfollowing VeryDarkman. A lot of people are very upset with VeryDarkman for saying the truth these days, and this is insane. Like, wow, all the top celebrities, especially those Bobrisky mentioned in his thank you notes, if I may say, who supported him and all that. A lot of them are unfollowing VeryDarkman, and he has accumulated a lot of enemies. Someone like Blessing CEO, who always fight VeryDarkman every now and then, I don't think she hates him or anything. It's just that they have different points of view with things, really. But it's heartbreaking to see people like Don Jazzy not liking him, and people like Polo and all that. Now they have forced Tunde Ednut to stop posting anything about Bobrisky. I was actually surprised and shocked that Tunde Ednut did not post anything about this incident. Of course, someone like Tunde, he has lost a lot of views, and as a business, as a media platform, this has proved that you should never be friends with celebrities, because once you're friends with celebrities, if anything happened to that celebrity whom you're a friend with, you can't talk about it. So someone like Tunde, it was unbelievable that we all know he started promoting VeryDarkman in the beginning and all that, until there was an incident where celebrities, people who sponsors his channel, basically told him not to talk about VeryDarkman anymore or lose his money. So Tunde decided to make money instead of support VeryDarkman, and it's heartbreaking. And this is what we're talking about as well, with top people in the country controlling things. Now, as a media platform, I would say they're controlling Tunde Ednut, because he can post some certain things. And it's not only about VeryDarkman as well. He can post some certain kind of news or anything that's, defame a celebrity of his choice and things like that. And that's really partial. Anyway, that's his platform. He does whatever he wants. But I believe this whole case, this whole incident between VeryDarkman and Bobrisky that he didn't post, a lot of people are not going to take it easy. They're going to see what that platform is all about. But that goes to show you, that's Nigeria for you. That's Nigeria for you. Anyway, this whole incident has sparked a lot of mixed reaction and all that. Even Bobrisky's former BFF, Tonto DK, has reacted. And what has Tonto DK got to say? Tonto DK is just shocked that people like other people secretly record other people when they're having a conversation and keep it, and they can use it against someone when the right time comes. Of course, this is shocking, but that's life for you in this day of social media and all that, and it's unbelievable. And I hope, like, we hope someone like Bobrisky has learned from this. Do you have anything else to add to this? Like, what do you think about this whole thing? Do you think Bobrisky is going to stop talking, or this is just who Bobrisky is? I mean, he needs to talk to breathe, and he needs to show off and show people, you know, what he's doing and how he's living the good life for him to feel better. I believe that's, I actually believe that's the kind of person Bobrisky is, and there's no stopping him. I mean, if you want to end him, this is what you do. You know, stop him from doing all these things. Bobrisky, I don't think he's ever gonna stop. What do you think? Let me know what you think in the comment section. And yeah, that's it about this whole case. As more stories pop up, VeryDarkman said there's another video. There are more people he needs to expose. So he said it's later on today. So we're looking forward to that. It's good he's talking about it. It's good he's fighting crime from his own end, from what he knows. And yeah, everyone is talking about this now, and they're looking into this. So that's how it starts. Of course, Bobrisky is not the problem of Nigeria, like most people are saying, but it's good this kind of incidents are being looked into as well. So that's great. What do you think about this? Should VeryDarkman carry on? Should he finish what he started? Because he said there's another video about some other people, you know, he needs to expose some other top celebrities. Should he go ahead and do that, or should he just calm down and stop the whole drama, especially now that Bobrisky is worried and thinking about ending it all because everyone is against him, and because they might make him to go back and redo that 6 months in Kurikuri that he never did. So, I mean, that's shocking, isn't it? That would be a horror for him if he has to go back. And now they have been invited, you know, to EFCC. What is this? What is going to happen? So it's there's so much, you know, to unpack here, and for him as well, that's a lot to take in. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. I will we have come to the end of the video today, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up so that the video can go a bit more further, so that more people can see it. We're getting better. I'm quite new to this, so I'm hoping to get much better and present it a lot more professional as well. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let me know what you think in the comment section. If you have any suggestions, any ideas of what we can do to better the channel, please let me know. And subscribe to our channel. Check out our other videos. We've done some other well-researched videos about celebrities and all that, so do check that out as well. And you can either support us by subscribing or by becoming a member, and we have so much more, you know, coming in stock for you. And we hope to be more consistent about live videos as well, and bringing you updates, you know, as it's happening. So please do support us. All right then. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm your host, Noeline, and it has been great chatting with you guys as well. For people who interacted, that was lovely. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, let's do it again sometime again, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, if there is an update. So I'll come back and spend some time with you guys. All right then. Thank you so much. Do have a lovely evening and take care of yourself. All right. Thank you. Bye.